3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Hey, what's up? Ken from Palm Beach Dyno here. We got a very special package in the mail from our friends at Anderson Composites. Of course, some more carbon for our GT500. These are a couple of real special parts. One of them is not available to the public yet, and I'm test fitting it. And the other one is a prototype part that I believe they're not even sure if they're going to release. It just so happens to be the one part I was dreaming about them making, because I didn't even know this part was going to exist until just a few weeks ago. So let's open it up and take a look. Both of these parts are going on the front of the car. All right, here we go. So, based on the packaging, I believe that's the part nobody has seen yet. So we'll start with this one. All the Anderson parts come very well packaged. For those of you guys interested in Anderson stuff, the demand is through the roof. Our wait times are very, very high on this sort of stuff. We are going to try to start stocking this for you guys, but that's very difficult with carbon parts, between shipping and making sure nothing gets damaged. So I would get your orders in as soon as you can for this sort of stuff. Get in line. Some of the stuff takes up to 9 to 12 weeks, but it's well worth the wait. As you can see from how my car looks already, I'm really, really happy with it. This piece right here is made by Anderson Composites, but it's going to be released by Ford Performance. Part number M17750-MCF. All right, here we go. Very, very light. Look at that. This is for the front bumper. It says GT500 right on there. Matches all the other Anderson parts because it's made by Anderson for Ford Performance. They have some other parts coming out through Ford Performance. The hood vents, which I have not been able to get yet. The rear trunk lid, which will have the Cobra already installed. And the front splitter, which we were able to get from Anderson for test fitting. So we'll go ahead and get this on and this all at the same time because they're both for the front bumper. All right, now to open the one I was really waiting on. That last piece is awesome, but I've already seen that piece on Joe Gatt's car. He lives out by Anderson, I think, and does a lot of the test fitting for parts for them also. His car is the Ford Performance Blue with the matte Expel wrap. Very, very cool. Except the carbon, I believe. He didn't put matte on the carbon. These pieces right here, like I said, no promises. Anderson has told me that they're not even sure they're going to release these parts because of the complexity in making them. So if you really want this part, make sure you email Anderson and say you saw the Palm Beach Dyno video and you really want these parts. If they don't produce them in mass quantities, maybe I can talk them into making them just for us. I don't know. We'll see. All right, there's two. You may already know what they are. Ooh, baby. Look at this. Man, I gotta look at it first before I show you guys. This is awesome. So this right here goes, let me show you where it goes. Goes right here. Obviously it's gonna go great with the carbon splitter that we already have, and Obviously not going to be an easy install, but we already have to install the front bumper piece, so the bumper has to come off for all this. So we'll obviously do a video for you guys or post some pictures after this is all done. Let's go ahead and open the other side real quick. Man, this is some insane work. All these angles, I'm sure this is a very complicated molding process. Like I said, Anderson said that they're not sure if they're gonna make these. So if you guys really wanna see these, hit them up, let them know. Maybe if they decide not to release them in mass quantities to everybody, we can convince them to buy the molds or make them for us, even if they're more expensive than they normally would make them. I'm sure for the right price, we could talk them into it. But we'll show them to you on the car first, and then we'll get the other bumper piece on. Like I said, we still have the rear trunk lid to do and the hood vents. After that, I think that's every single piece made for the car, plus these, which are prototype at this point. All right, Doug went ahead and got the bumper off for us, so let's get it up here on this stand and take a look. I'm not exactly sure how this all goes together, but we'll figure it out. Obviously, we have to take quite a bit apart to get this piece off, and then each side here. So let's take a look at the back side, figure out what's going on. That's not good. Let's do it like this. Okay, it looks like we'll have to take off all the grills here to get this foam piece off and get to the main middle part that we're changing. As far as the side pieces, looks like we have a rivet here. All these are just clips that slide in. This is similar to the rear balance install, so that's not very difficult. And then it looks like some of it clips back here into this lower grill. So the first thing we're gonna do is get the grills off and then take a closer look. All right, the first thing we did was remove all the bolts, which is obviously fairly easy. The next thing are these clips on the back side of all the lower grills have them. We've already taken off a few. It was a little challenging to figure it out, at least for me. I don't know how we didn't know how they worked, but I want to show you how we're getting them off, and it's pretty easy after the 3 or 4 of them. So you just hold the back or the top side real tight, and then right in the middle with another pair of pliers, you bend it back, and then you can either bend it or just temporarily bend it like this. Got to do it on on both sides, or else it'll grab still. There you go. So basically what it does is as it goes down, these two edges grab that, so we want to be able to bend it so we can reuse these after putting everything back together. So we're gonna keep going, and we'll let you know what the next hurdle is. Okay, we got all the back pieces off. It's pretty self-explanatory, just a lot of work other than that one clip I showed you guys. As far as this front bumper piece, it pretty much just you have to pull it apart and it comes right off the front. We just got this piece off here, and we're gonna go ahead and start taking this corner piece off, which is gonna be a little bit more complicated, but once this piece is off, I don't think it's gonna be too tough. So we'll go ahead and get that stuff off and then start installing the carbon. Okay, we got the center piece out and both side pieces. Everything comes out with clips, other than each side piece has one rivet you have to drill out. So what we're gonna do first is the easy part, I think, which is gonna be this piece right here. Took a little closer look at this. I showed it to you earlier, but here's the back side. This is a very, very, very nice piece. It's not, like typical cosmetic carbon where it's heavier than the stock piece. There's not much weight savings here, but it's really well made and light. And the other part that I thought was really, really cool, and probably a big part of this is because this is being offered through Ford Performance. This is 100% stock, this door. So the way it works and everything is still all 100% carbon, and it works just like stock. So very, very cool. So let me just lay this on here. It's a little scary. Although this is probably going to go on easier than the plastic piece because it's a little bit more flexible. There we go. So basically there's a there's tabs around the whole thing. I believe. Oh, that's right, just like that. I think it's all the way on there. How's that look? Good? Yeah. All right, it's on there. I thought it was gonna be a little bit more difficult than that, but it just went right on. So the next piece we're gonna do is, which piece do I have? This piece here. This one's going to be a little bit more complicated. It has a bunch of metal tabs to hold it on. This is a 100% unknown prototype piece from Anderson. Obviously they've made some. I don't know who else has them, but they're not sure they're going to produce these because of the difficulty of making them. Installing them might also be difficult. So we're going to shut the camera off here so we can concentrate on this, and I'll show it to you after we get it on. All right, I didn't show you any more of the install because it was looking so good. I wanted to get the whole thing back together with Doug and, you know, show it to you all at once. So anyway, first, let's take a look at a standard GT500. Well, this is obviously not a standard one, but all the trim pieces are standard on it. Carbon fiber track pack. It does not have the wickers installed. This is a brand new car that we just got done converting to a CX1100R, and here are all the carbon pieces. Carbon pieces, the wickers, we've got the splitter, the bumper here. This is all carbon. This is going to be coming out from Ford Performance here very, very soon. So get with us. We'll have this up on our website soon to order. These pieces right here, those are the prototype pieces. This is a Ford Performance piece also. We'll be selling these as well. And then obviously the wicker again. So, man, I'm really happy with the way that looked. I was a little bit worried it would be too much, but to me, this is how the car should come. So, if you agree, give us a call and we'll get you set up with a full Anderson Composites setup. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe, like this video, share it with your friends, and we'll see you on the next one.